This is a vehicle that I added to Minecraft. This is a vehicular man, and if you tickle him with a feather, this is vehicular man's laughter. We'll get back to my cars mod and my other cars mod and explaining why these transformers are just in your world now. But first, we gotta talk more about tickling. If you click any mob with a feather, it'll tickle them and make them laugh, especially if you do it in the armpit. Chickens are made of feathers, so they're now always being tickled, but you can right-click them to pluck them and put them out of their misery. I also made it so that these chickens now open their beaks to laugh, but I had to give the other mobs entirely new mouths so that their tickling animations could be more realistic. This also means mobs can have new breeding animations. This mod also comes with the Tickle Monster, which is a new hostile mob made out of feathers. He drops some of his feathers every time you hit him, but if he gets you, he's going to take any armor you're wearing off and tickle you forever. This is all fun and games for a couple of seconds, but imagine this for the rest of your life. Anyways, let's get back into how I added cars to Minecraft. Just like in the movie, they have eyes to look at you, lights that can turn on and off, and a mouth to say stuff like ka-chow. These cars are living things, which means if you open the door, you can actually see all the organs keeping them alive. If you want to drive the car, you'll have to clean the insides out first, and then you can ride around in the shell of racing legends like Lightning McQueen. You'll always have his soul following you around though. If you leave the cars alone, they'll gather to race in the Piston Cup, and if you have the body of a car, you can join the race. If you win, you'll get the Piston Cup. This is a piston with a cup at the end that lets it push liquids around. And you can make it sticky too, which means you can make water piston doors, which is what Minecraft really needed. There's also this actual piston cup piston for the real car guys out there. If you're too squeamish to clean out a car before you use it, you can craft a car instead, except it's impossible to craft something as complex as this car in a 3x3 crafting table. But luckily for you, I added this 9x9 crafting table and came up with this easy to remember recipe. You can swap out the red concrete for any other block in the game, and while a car made out of sponges will let you drive underwater, cars made out of flammable blocks like bookshelves will sometimes spontaneously combust. Before you can start driving though, you have to put on your seatbelt, or else things like this can happen. Driving is a great way to avoid mobs during the night, and if you bring a dog, they'll have a good time too. If you park your car in the new San Francisco village, the villagers will steal the car battery, and you'll have to buy it back from them. If you're at the nausea potion drinking place, railing back a couple of nausea potions, it'll be quite difficult for you to drive back home. This is what that looked like to everyone else. Everyone knows that if cars exist, then transformers exist too. And so if you have my car mod installed, it means that everything in your world, including these pigs, or even these blocks, can now be transformers. If you hit something and it turns out to be a transformer, it'll attack back. And they obviously won't drop meat since they're made out of transformer. If you don't like this, you'll have to stop the original transformer, who is going around and stealing animals to turn them into more transformers. You can't beat him in regular combat because he'll just turn into a car, and how could you beat a car in a fight? But you can get in the car so that when he transforms, you'll combine and become a mangled transformer-human hybrid. This makes you way faster and way stronger, and it's a pretty good strategy for speedrunning the game. To make this less overpowered, I made it so that redstone will short-circuit you, and you need to constantly be eating iron blocks to replenish your body, or else you'll shrivel up and just look like this. I also added the wizard, who can perform a different kind of transformation. If this video made you laugh, or tickled your fancy, please like the video. I'm turning Minecraft into Mouthcraft next time. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.